Hi everyone, and welcome once again to Ruby's Classic Cooking. And tonight I am making roasted chicken. Now I frequently use a half of roasted chicken, and if you want to know how to make a whole chicken into a half a chicken, just look at my video on cutting up chicken. But tonight I have 2 legs. My husband came across the bargain on chicken legs, so I have 2 full chicken legs, one for each of us, and they're nice big hefty ones, so we probably will have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Anyway, okay, so here's my chicken legs. They're thawed out. They've been frozen and thawed out. Now this part right here, I usually cut off my chicken legs. So I'm going to just trim that off because that's just part of the tail of the chicken. And it's just a piece of fat and gristle. You don't really need that in your roasted chicken. Doesn't add anything to it. There we go. And I'm just going to put my chicken in the roasting pan. Just like that. Of course you can't see that because it's off camera, but that's okay. Just hang on a minute. Okay, here's my chicken in my roasting pan. Nice big metal one this time because, to be honest with you, my cornmeal casserole pan, which I usually use, these would be a little crowded, and I want to spread them out so they'll cook nice and quickly. So, that being said, what am I going to season with? If you put them on plain like that, they're going to taste like plain chicken. So, I've got some pepper here. I grind my own pepper in a coffee grind, electric coffee grinder, and that's what comes out. So I know there's no additives to that. They're just pure peppercorns that I ground myself. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on my chicken legs. There we go. Just a little sprinkle. That is, of course, when you come to season your chicken, it's whatever you like. If you like lots of heat, then by all means add heat. And I've got plain old table salt here. I'm just going to sprinkle some of that over my chicken. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. Chicken is quite bland without any salt added to it at all. And there you go, chicken, salt on it. Now I'm going to add a little chopped onion. Now, normally I would take an onion and chop it up, but tonight I'm just going to use some, these are just a dried onion. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on there just for a bit of flavor on my chicken. Husband doesn't like that much, so I'll just put a few on his. And I have my secret ingredient for roasting turkey or chicken. Oops, and that is summer savory. That's a maritime secret ingredient from the Maritimes of Canada. It gives your chicken or your poultry a lovely flavor to it. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on it. And if you can't buy it in your neighborhood, this is a herb that you can grow. Even I can grow summer savory. But it's not sage, it's not winter savory, it's not savory, it's summer savory. It's a whole different plant. Now I'm also going to add some of these nice little, I've got these nice little tiny new potatoes. I'm going to put them in with my chicken so that they'll roast in with my chicken, and I'll have this nice lovely flavor from the chicken juice. I'm just going to cut them in half because they're quite small potatoes. But I want them to cook up. So I'm going to spread them around. Oops, there's a not so great looking spot. I gave them a little scrub with some soap and water. Not soap and water. I gave them a little scrub with some water so that they don't have any mud on them, because mud on your potatoes is never a good flavor. But anyway, just going to cut these in half. If they were bigger, I'd cut them into bigger pieces. But here we go. I'm just going to have these. And this is one more little teeny one, which I'm just going to cut in half also. Alrighty, there we go. Roast chicken, and I'm just going to be doing up some vegetables to go with this. I'll just put some frozen vegetables on to boil later. Put this in my oven, 325, which is 163 degrees Celsius, for an hour. Then I'll probe it with my probe, see if the test is done or not, and I will check in here. Where I'll be checking is right here, with the leg and thigh joined together. That's where I'll be probing to see, in the thickest part of my thigh, to see if that's cooked. And if it's not cooked, it'll go on for another little while. These are thoroughly thawed out in the refrigerator overnight, so they should be cooked in an hour at 325, 163 degrees Celsius. I'll be back in an hour to show you what the finished product looks like. Bye for now, everyone, and Guess what? An hour has gone by for me and no time at all has gone by for you, but that's okay. I now have my roasted chicken fresh and hot out of the oven with my roasted new potatoes in here. Nice thin-skinned new potatoes. Look at that. That looked yummy. And I've got juice at the bottom of the pan, which I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but let's try to tilt that. It's defeating me. There we go. Anyway, a little bit of juice there in the bottom if you want to make a little teeny bit of gravy, or if you just want to put some juice on your meat. Now, I'm going to probe these. I can tell pretty well by looking at them that they're done, but I've got my barbecuing probe here. It's set to chicken, so I'm just going to stick it right in here where the joint joins the leg. See what it comes up with for a temperature. This particular one reads in Celsius, but the good news is, even if you don't read Celsius, it beeps when it comes to the done. And you can choose whether you want rare, medium rare, well done, and it tells you how much that is in Celsius degrees, but you know, you don't have to know what it means for it. When it beeps, it's done. The temperature probe that goes beep beep. And I believe 82 is what it has to reach on my chicken for it to be done in Celsius degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. But when it beeps, I know it's done. 72, it's jumping to 72. And you have to be careful not to touch the bone because that will throw you off. It's 75 here. It's been in the oven at my preheated 325 degree, that's 163 degrees Celsius oven for 1 hour. So it's 77 degrees. Showing on this one. Let me try this one over here. How's this one doing? It may not be done at this point. Let's see, I've got 73, 76, 78. 78 seems to be the top 79, 80. But it needs to be 80, either 81 or 82 before it's done. Anyway, that's very, very close. So after an hour, we're extremely close. I may pop this back in the oven for another 10 minutes and come back and see. It should be over 81. Hi, and here I am back again with my cooked chicken. So now I'm going to test it with my probe. See if it comes up to the temperature that makes it beep, which is 82 degrees Celsius. Not exactly sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but if you have one of these barbecue temperature probes, it just automatically beeps when it reaches your done temperature. And with chicken, that's well done. So let's see what we got here. I got 81, 82. There we go. It's beeping. My chicken is done. It's now beeping at 82 degrees. Let me just dish up my chicken. And my roasted chicken, let me just dish up my roasted chicken legs and my roasted potatoes that go with them, and some nice green peas. There we go, onto the plate here, and some nice roasted potatoes. Nice little new potatoes. Didn't even have to peel them. And you probably don't even have to butter these potatoes because there's a good amount of lovely chicken juice in the bottom. Look how golden brown that is on the bottom. Doesn't that look super yummy? Oh my. Can't wait to try these roasted potatoes. Yummy. Yum. Doesn't it look delicious? And if you want hot and spicy, you can easily add spice to this if you want to. Or you can just go with the plain chicken that I prepared. And then if you want a little extra juice, well, you can just tilt up your pan and add some juice to drizzle some juice over your potatoes, just like that. Yum. Now for some peas. I did up a bunch of them in my pan with a little water, bring them to a boil, and there you go. Peas. And just like that, dinner is all ready to go. I hope you enjoyed my video today, and I hope you'll like, subscribe, and join me next time on Ruby's Classic Cooking and see what I'm cooking next time in my kitchen. Bye for now.